Hey guys, welcome back to the English stream for the ESWC, Electronic Sports World Championship, World Cup even, for Shootmania. So we've got the next match that we're going to be spectating will be Pyrogen versus Avant. I'm here with Wabbit and I'm Xeiom, so we'll be your casters for this match. We're just in warm-up at the moment while we wait for the teams to get ready. They've confirmed that they've only got about half a minute until they start the game. So, Wabbit, what do you think that we'll be seeing from this match?
Well, I have seen Pyrogen for quite a few matches in Rust, and I do believe they take nice back positions in the back. That those positions being the higher position where that little pillar is, and one behind the pole in the mid position, and one behind the right bang in the corner really. And what we find a lot is what we usually see is attackers either push to the right, sometimes to the mid, and sometimes to the left. And when they're approaching from the right, they got to watch out for both the obviously the defender that's close to them. They actually want to try and take out the defender that's into the corner, but they sometimes might have a peek at the defender in the mid. And but they also got to watch out for pre-fire from the defender at the back, who usually likes to take shots through the archway. And if the attacker approaches through the middle, well, it's kind of like a 50-50 what the attacker will choose to do. So will he attack, will he try and take out the defender that's in the mid position or in the corner on the right side? So as far as the teams goes, I mean, Avant we've seen not done as well as we probably expect, but they have done, I mean, like, okay, they're from Australia, they haven't exactly got the best training available, and but Pyrogen, they are a strong team. So as far as like experience goes, and from my eyes, I think Pyrogen are probably going to make this quite an easy win, but we'll see. I'm just wondering how well Avant will hold up against a big high-level team like Pyrogen.
So yeah, we've seen Pyrogen, they were at the launch tournament for Shootmania, and they've pretty much appeared in most of the Shootmania's major tournaments. If there's been a big name in Shootmania, Pyrogen's certainly been it. So it's going to be an interesting match to see a relatively unknown Avant. They've come all the way from Australia, so that's quite a significant. So supposedly, I'm not 100% sure about the actual team, but so they're a relatively unknown team, definitely the underdogs for this match. So we're gonna see whether or not Avant actually pull ahead here against Pyrogen. They've currently not done so well in all their previous matches against some of the other teams, but we have seen before teams do really well against certain teams and not so good against other teams. So we'll really see in this match whether or not Avant has anything to bring through to this tournament, or whether or not they will be leaving as the underdogs as they came in. So we see the game has now finally started. Sorry about the delay on that. Teams did say that they were ready a little earlier than they actually were.
It's alright, so we have Inko now for the first attacking round. Let's see how strong Pyrogen really are against a team like Avant. So looks like Avant are taking those three back positions like they did beforehand in the last previous two matches. And oh my god, a beautiful long range shot, 86-meter shot on Shrandy in the far right position. There's already one down, and a lovely wall jump taken out Inject. Like we're seeing, really nice strong attack from Inko with only one defender left. That is Slimps. And Inko's just waiting for the shot. He's just going to hold his laser, because if he takes the shot, the defender's going to push forward. Oh, Slimps managed to deliver one and a second hit on Inko. Inko, watch out, mate. You don't want to flip this attack round.
So he's had almost flawless play up into this point where Slims has almost recovered for his team there. So I think Inko a little bit too confident, and then all of a sudden Slims pulls back two defensive rockets. So that was quite good play by Slims, and a really good play by Unko. Obviously, you can see how Pyrogen has become such a family name in Shootmania. They've been pretty much at all these major tournaments. These guys don't catch a break. They constantly playing this game, constantly practicing and getting better. So we can see
So-
Inject trying to come in there. He's committing not fully, because he knows if he goes in there and doesn't get that kill, he's going to just die outright. And we see Radio UK just taking those double hits there, and eliminating Inject. So Ludo now with the attack.
Yeah, so Ludo now with his attack. This is actually one of my favorite players, just from. Don't be trolling now. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite attackers. Just sort of style, the way he plays. I think he's mouse sensitive. He's nice and slow. He just seems to be much more smoother when he plays, and he just swips in, swips back out. Usually got really nice flow. He's trying to attempt to take 2 shots at one of the defenders, and he almost gets Inject there, but no, he doesn't. Still trying to get some angles, but he hasn't managed to land one yet. He's still got plenty of time on the clock, 10 seconds. He takes a hit from Shrandy.
So he's taken 2 hits. I think he's very confident, and I think it's not helping him because he's being a bit too confident, a bit too cocky with his play. And he's taken 2 hits already, and there's still 2 people up. Is he potentially just going to capture instead because he's taken 2 people down? And he's just trying to get that last hit. He's got one armor left, and it's really close. So whether or not, okay, there we go. Inject getting that last hit. So Ludo didn't quite get through there, possibly because he was a little bit more confident, possibly underestimating his opponent. Seems a relatively unknown name of Avant. So really good play by Avant. They're showing that they're not just in this tournament for the thrills. They're definitely here to try and prove something, and they definitely have. If you take a round at Pyrogen, then there's nothing to be ashamed of. So.
And we see Slips there. Usually see him going eek at every time when something bad happens, so hopefully he'll be alright in his attacking round. Now he's just trying to get some ball jumps, but trying to get an angle of defender up here. Oh, and that was really close. He got a good angle, but just didn't manage to land a shot, and now he's in a lot of trouble by Unko, who, well, if he's stuck in a little position, a little corner like that, there's nothing he can do.
Unko severely punished missing that. He would have been a little bit better off if he'd taken another half a second, because Unko didn't even seem to notice that he was there. He was looking down, out, away from Slimps, and Slimps managed to miss that shot, and then Unko punished him with 3 rockets. So really good play by Unko. Unfortunate for Slimps that he didn't take that little bit of time. It's got Radio UK coming in, trying to get a little headshot, trying to just push these guys a little bit away. So there we go. He gets that opportunity he was looking for. And he's gone in, committed a bit more, taken a hit instead. Now you've got Inject trying to just, Inject's really helped hold off quite a lot so far. And he's got 3 hits. So there we go, 3rd hit there from Inject. So Inject really, man of that match, took down Radio UK, stopping them get that attack round, keeping the playing field relatively even. So far, Avant are doing better here than they have been in their previous matches up to this point. So it's looking good for Avant compared to the previous match.
Yeah, I mean, Xeiom, I do agree with you actually, and Radio did actually pretty good effort, but unfortunately didn't manage to get the attacking round. But I mean, Pyrogen, they're only up by 1 attacking round. I was actually probably going to expect them to be a little bit more, but we'll probably see Shrandy now taking a beating full of the rockets from Unko and Ludo. And here comes Ludo popping right out, catching him out as he's hidden behind that pillar. Very, very well played by him. And now we've got Unko now for his attacking rounds. He's already got one already won an attacking round already. And it looks like he's hitting the tree for good luck. I'm guessing that's what that means.
I think from his previous, what do you think, Wabbit? Whether or not he's a bit confident from his previous attacking round that he thinks he can just get another one with no sweat against these guys? Because I feel like Pyrogen, they know they're the big bad wolf for Shootmania. For a lot of the games, they're definitely one of the higher level players, and they know Avant are relatively unknown players. So they're quite confident here, and Unko rightly so is. Been running around. So what do you think, Wabbit? Whether that's the case, or do you think I'm not giving enough credit to Pyrogen's respect of these players?
I'm not sure. I mean, like, pretty good players all in all. And, wow, I can't help but notice, but Uko's actually going to charge in here. Little dance. Can he make the final cap? Yes, he can. No problem. Showing off a little bit, and Slimps can see that too.
So we got Inject attacking now. I think Inject really needs to try and pick up an attacking round to keep them back in this, because now they've gone under that threshold that they've been in the previous games, where they just don't have enough attacking rounds and they're falling behind their defensive rounds. So it could look like another clean slate for Inject. If he could potentially get attacking round here and then they follow up with the defensive round, they might be able to get back in this game. But if they continue to not get the... Oh, lovely shot there. So he managed to pick off Radio UK, who came into a slightly vulnerable position. And now he's just taking a few pot shots at the pole. You can see Ludo jumping on the pole there. So just trying to taunt out Inject. Inject's going around trying to get Unko instead. Just looking for anybody that's vulnerable, really, because he really needs that vulnerable person. So, oh, unfortunately, he tries to dive to the pole, almost got it. He killed little Ludo, and then he gets the double shot, so he's got an attacking round. There we go, they've got an attacking round for Avant, so that's 3-5 versus Pyrogen. They only need to do that like another 2 times, and they might be in to actually win the map. So they are behind by an attacking round, so it's still not looking very good for them, but that should hopefully boost their confidence. They take an attacking round from Pyrogen.
That's right, not often do we see that. And now we've got Ludo now for his attacking round out, taking a higher position, which is a lot more easier to try and take out one of the defenders on the right side. Now Ludo has been taken down by 1 armor from Slimps. He doesn't want to mess up here. He's attempting to try and get shot, and he's got to watch out for that pre-fire. You have to be very, very careful. Now he's got a nice height advantage on Inject, but never mind. Inject managed to drop down and deal another 2 damage, taking him out.
Lovely pre-fire from Avant there. They coordinated. They got continuous stream of rockets going through there. I think if they continue that up, they might very well be in for potentially winning this map. They can take more attacking rounds, but that's where they seem to have a little bit of a deficit. So what do you think, Wabbit? Do you think they got it in them to take another attacking round from Pyrogen?
They might do, and definitely surprise me if they can. But yeah, I mean, like, if they have the ability to do it. So here we go, Slimps now probably sneaking in. He's trying to get an angle on Ludo, but never mind. Ludo does deal the damage, and as he gets popped out, Radio pops out and takes him out as well. Whoa, it is really difficult to get in close to Pyrogen, especially that close, and without taking any armors, and yeah, a bit unfortunate for him.
Pyrogen are gonna definitely punish you if you come in close. They know their team coordination's quite good. They tell each other when they need assistance. They tell each other when they need support. So when one player comes in when the attacker comes in tiny bit too close, they shoot rockets. They come in, they put pressure on. So you can see Radio UK not quite able to get those hits off on that ramp there, as we've got all the people coming in closer, and we see Slimps get that long range shot and Inject get a quicker medium range shot, shutting down Radio UK in his attacking round there. So it's boding well for Avant. They're actually doing better against Pyrogen than they were against Dignitas. What do you think? Do you reckon Wabbit? Do you reckon Shrandi can take an attacking round here?
I think he might do it. I mean, he's recently in the last few matches, he has actually managed to deliver quite a lot of attacking rounds already. Won quite a few. And he's going to do a quick sneak attack. Oh, and a beautiful shot on Unko. Barely, you can just see the edge of his body. So he managed to take him out. Now, gotta watch out because there is a defender, Ludo, really close to him. And he was just waiting for him to pop out, but just doesn't manage to land the shot. And we've got 2 defenders, one behind the pole, one behind the pillar. He might actually get an angle. Oh, speaking of... Oh, what a beautiful shot. How did he manage to land that? I don't know. That was a beautiful shot. Now we've got 1 defender left. Do you think he can get it? Yes, he can. He takes out Ludo, the 3rd and final Pyrogen teammate. Did a really good job, and now we're actually at an even score, 6-6.
Very respectable attacking round there for Shrandi. So he proved that his team's still got a fighting chance. Yes, they may have lost against Dignitas and not done so well in the other matches, but they just took 2. They're now on equal terms with Pyrogen. They took 2 attacking rounds off Pyrogen. So I think Pyrogen, who were originally really confident jumping into trees, have stopped, and they're now taking this game a little bit more seriously. They're a bit more scared now. Now they're on equal terms. They don't want to lose against these guys. They've got a much higher reputation to uphold than Avant have. Avant's relatively unknown, so anything they do is a bonus for them as a team. You can see Unko just trying to run around, trying to push people around, and coming in really, really offensively. Shandy, he's only got 1 armor left and 3 people still alive, and he's still missing these shots. But Shandy's come in and got that last hit as well, still on Shandy. So we saw lovely defense from them. They put in a lot of pressure, and I think just after they got that attack round, that was just pressure Pyrogen was not expecting to have during this game.
Yeah, they don't. They can't afford to actually really lose against Avant. I mean, they do, like you said, they've got a reputation to hold as well, and one of the most favoured teams out there today. So we got Inject now for his attacking round. He's approaching from the left to see if he can take out Unko. Now he has to be, like he knows from last time, he has to be really careful when he gets up close. Now he does manage to take out Unko. A nice beautiful shot as Unko was rushing out to try and get some shots. He didn't manage to take off. It didn't manage to shoot any shots there, but never mind. Inject now dropping down, tempting to try and take out Ludo and maybe Rayduk as well, but he still has 3 armor. Now 2 seconds on the clock, the pole is now activated. He's got to push forward to the pole, try to take out one of the defenders. That is right, he takes out Ludo, he goes for the capture. Rayduk has actually managed to deal 2 damage. He's down to 1 armor and he manages to make the capture. Beautiful play by Inject. We've actually got a point lead by Avant. Pyrogen are actually in a lot of trouble right now. Ludo needs to make this attacking round in order to win this match. Oh, do you actually... Xeiom, do you think Avant have actually got it in them?
I think they do. I think Ludo's going to be shaking in his boots right now. His entire team's looking to him to make this attack round, or they're going to lose this map to Avant. And he's already taken a rocket, so it's not looking very good for Ludo. I think that pressure... absolutely lovely shot from Ludo. He's got that person up there. He got Slimps who was up there making those shots, so he might be able to come in close and take these guys out now. He's already on the pole, so... he's already sort of in the position he wants to be. He's almost got that shot. Shandy, he missed Shandy. Shandy wasn't even looking at him. So now he's alerted them to his their presence, and they just got to keep playing defensive, keep him off that pole. They can just do this. They'll take a map. There's another hit gone to him. They're just Ludo will have pressure building up. You see offensive inject rockets coming out. Ludo just trying to get that shot. He wants that shot more than he wants to run in because he's only got 1 health. He cannot afford to take that rocket. He dies to that rocket. The first round goes to Avant. Excellent play by Avant. They took a round off Pyrogen, which is something we did not expect to see, especially after their last games.
So that is right. Yeah, that I do totally agree with you there. Wow, I'm so surprised to see Avant actually beat Pyrogen on a map, on their first map. That was going to give them a great boost in confidence. And for Pyrogen, well, I think they're mucking about too much, and they're going to need to step up their game and let's see how they do in Spitfire, which they might be more confident in. I'm not sure, but let's see if Avant can keep up their play.
So we've noticed from watching Avant that Spitfire is probably not one of their strongest maps, and I'm not sure Pyrogen's played this map quite a lot. So I think Pyrogen are probably quite happy with this with this map, and Avant are probably not so happy. So we'll see how this one plays out, and whether or not that was just... oh wow, excellent shot from Unko. Just gone straight in, got a shot. I think he's angry now. I think he's upset that he lost that attacking round. That they lost that last game. 2 shots from Inject on the rail pad. Now he's only got 1 health on Unko. He really needs to kill somebody. And he probably has a large threat in that laser pad. Inject coming in, putting on more pressure, not revealing himself. The times they did reveal himself, didn't quite get that shot. Unko's now got masses of pressure and still missing shots. Just here and there. I think he's panicking as well. He's still missing all these quite open shots. So I think the nerves are probably setting quite a bit. And there we go. We see Unko eliminated by Slimps. So there's the first round going to Avant. So it's looking positive for Avant. What do you think, Wabbit? Do you think they can take another map off Pyrogen?
I think so. I've got hopes now, especially seeing the result from the last map. And I definitely have good hopes for them. And see Unko, one of Pyrogen's strongest attacking players, he just didn't manage to land that first attacking, well, win that first attacking round. So now Inject has been taking his armors right down to 1 armor left, and it's not looking good, especially with only 3 Pyrogen players left. And there we go, Ludo on the rail finishing him off. Bit of a hard start for Inject, but maybe he'll be a bit better the next time he attacks.
As we've said before, this is not necessarily Avant's favourite map. so they've not had the greatest. They've changed more forward positions here, something we saw them do against Dignitas. I think they did have it earlier, so we've traded Ludo as traded for Shrandy's one armor for that life of the defender. So they've got 2 life left on Ludo, which is probably favourable to Ludo unless Inject gets that laser on him. If Inject gets 1 laser shot on him or they hit with another rocket, then Ludo's going to be panicking with 2 people alive. So unless they potentially trade. So Ludo tried to flick shot that last second because he really wanted to get that player. Inject. He's just about dodging all those rockets. It's really close. They know to defend that pole, so they've gone in there. They've got close to that pole. Ludo knows he can't rush it. He's taking an extra rocket. It's very close now. Whether or not Inject's actually going to get that. So Slimps has gone down and lovely shot through the pole there onto Ludo, taking out Inject in that last few seconds that he actually had free. So that was really good play by Ludo.
That's right, he did a really nice shot on the defender on the pole. That was a pretty vital shot as well, because taking out the defender on the pole and the other defender already pushed forward to the spawn position, that gave Ludo the chance to push forward onto the pole area, and he did just that. And well, defender tried to push as quickly as he could straight back to the pole, but fortunately gets taken out. And Slims, oh my god, he gets taken out very quickly by Unko and Ludo, who basically...
We saw the Slims, he missed that little jump to try and get the person up the top, and unfortunately used a lot of his stamina. So as he was going up that uphill, he had no stamina to use to get up that uphill, so he didn't have really any control over his character, and he had to continue to use the stamina to just keep his momentum up. So when he did get caught out, he really couldn't dodge any rockets. Lovely play by Radio UK there as he took out that defender who just came out to be that little bit more offensive and ultimately just revealed himself for too long. So
that's right. Now Raduk just playing it safe right now, and although he's playing it safe, he did get hit, which is quite expected from a defender on the rail.
That's Raduk.
Yeah, Raduk, that's right. And now I thought he was actually going to take a high position, but he didn't. And Raduk's now pushing forward to the pole. He needs to try and get a capture or eliminate both defenders, or both at the same time if he can. He does take out Slims, but 1 defender left. He has 2 armor left. And misses by 1 centimeter. I really thought he was going to get that shot. Is he going to make the capture or kill him? No, he doesn't have enough time to capture, unfortunately. Very well played. And I wasn't expecting that. I was really expecting Raduk to manage to make that capture. He looked a little bit confident there as well. And that's why you don't want to be messing about even in the slightest. And well, I don't think he was messing about, but I think he was playing his best. But fortunately, luck wasn't on his side there.
He knew he didn't have enough armor to just run straight in there, so he did have to try and take those pot shots, and they didn't turn out to his favour, so he ultimately just ran out of time.
Okay, Shrandy now pushing forward and does actually take out Raduk on the hill. Does receive a hit from the rail pad from Ludo. I wonder if Ludo will be working his way back. I highly doubt it. He's now at the archway, now at this pole. Got 1 defender at the pole, the spawn as well. That's Unko. Now Unko tried to make a run for Shrandy there, but doesn't manage to make it. Oh, Shrandy almost managed to pick off Ludo there, but it wasn't going to happen. And Ludo managed to finish him off that last rocket on Shrandy on his attacking round.
Very admirable attacking round there. It was very close. 1 armor versus that 1 defender. That's not the situation you want to be in as the attacker, but it's not the worst situation. You're not already dead if you've got 2 defenders down. There's potential to win, so very close round that one.
That's right. Now the score is now 2-4. Unko now leading the attack right now. He still hasn't managed to get attacking around now, and he's already down to 1 armor and gets taken out by Slimps, who actually did manage to get all 3 rockets in that round. Wow, he's did a pretty good job as well. Actually, the whole team's doing pretty well. Actually, defending against Pyrogen. Avant are playing so well against a high team like Pyrogen.
So we can see, even though even in the last few rounds, Avant have generally been down by this point, but they're pretty much drawing with Pyrogen at this point. There's only an attacking round in it for Pyrogen, which, as we've seen in the last few rounds, not enough to keep Avant from winning a map. So Unfortunately, Inject not quite able to make anything there. He sort of ran around, got caught out, and just was in the middle of a spread of fire. Didn't really do anything. Didn't really find himself in a favourable situation, and couldn't really make anything of it once he got in there. It was just a bit too late. Pyrogen just mopping up an unfortunate situation. So we see Slimps has got that hit, and we see Shrandy constantly dying there in that cage. But it's apparently working when you see Avant's teammate Slimps and Inject mop up. Inject on that rail pad. He seems to be doing really well there. He's either getting the rail hits off, or he's just causing enough of a distraction and not dying for long enough to really cause Pyrogen an issue, where they're not getting the attacking rounds where they really want to get these attacking rounds in. So what do you think, Wabbit? Do you think Slimps has got an attacking round in him to equalise Pyrogen with Avant?
Yes, I do. Of course I do. And I wonder what he's actually going to try and do and pull off here. It looks like he's going to do a little sneaky on the side. Pyrogen do know he's actually approaching the hill now, and he almost tries to get a shot on Raduk and on the hill, but just doesn't manage to land it. He's now traded one armor, and he does actually manage to take him out. Very, very well played there. Now 3 seconds on the clock. He now needs to capture the pole. He's actually going to race for the pole, is he? He is. He's going to start capturing, but unfortunately gets hit by Ludo and Unko, finishing him off. So yeah, it's a bit tricky, especially when he does have only 2 armor left, and he did a good job taking out Raduk as well. I really thought Raduk was going to deliver another hit on him there, but unfortunately he didn't manage to get the win.
So we got Raduk attacking now. Hopefully he will show us some interesting plays. We see Shrandy continuously just dying in that position. As I said, this isn't Avant's strongest map, and it's potentially because of that setup with Shrandy in that such a vulnerable position. And even then, when Raduk has come around this side, their positions have differed slightly, and I don't think it's necessarily been in their advantage. Inject made himself very vulnerable with that little jump. And Raduk almost made advantage of it. So there we go, lovely shot by Raduk, just finishing off his run quite gracefully. So you can see that's pulled Pyrogen quite far ahead now. That's 2 attacking rounds up. So Avant would really need to pull out all the stops now and get 3 attacking rounds in if they intend to win this. And they need to do it pretty sharpish because the score limit's 9. So if Pyrogen stop this attacking round and get an attacking round themselves, then they'll win. So it's important now Avant gets this attacking round if they can, and they definitely need the defending round after this, no matter what happens. They can't afford to give another attacking round away to Pyrogen.
That's right, indeed, and Shrandy tried his best to try and land a shot, but he hasn't got too much time left. He's already got 5 seconds on the clock, and never mind Raduk and Ludo finishing him off anyway. There's not much they could do, but look at that. The score now 4-8. Pyrogen, Unko, will he get his first attacking round of the map? I think he probably will. He's a pretty strong attacker and probably expects it too. He's not going to make the same mistake again. Slimps now delivers again another shot on Unko.
Shrandy actually delivering the shot.
Unko is down to 1 armor. It's not looking good for him right now. And we've got a defender chasing after him. They're desperate to finish him off. And he does actually manage to pick up that last rocket. That was a really good catch by Unko, but unfortunate as well. I do have a sympathy for him as well, but did so well in Rust in the last map, and it's not looking good. I guess Pyrogen, I don't know, I thought they were really good at this map, but they're not showing it. Avant doing a very good job playing against him.
I believe this is the, I believe Pyrogen's separate, has like a separate Europe team to a American team.
That's
and I think we're watching the European team right now, as all the flags are French there, so this team themselves, they're part of Pyrogen, but not necessarily the teams that we've seen in all the tournaments. But they are still part of Pyrogen. So.
And for those who are just tuning in just now, Avant have already won 1 map against Pyrogen. Oh my god, Inject actually managed to land a shot on Unko. Now this is the 2nd map as well, so if they win the 2nd map against Pyrogen, they can actually make a win against Pyrogen, so that would be quite awesome. Unfortunately, Inject doesn't manage to land or make a capture. Very, very good defense by Pyrogen, and now Pyrogen are now won their first map against Avant. The map score being 1-1. So the third and final decider map for this matchup now lies on this last map, which is Collided.
So Collided. Collided version 2 is going to be this last map here. So we've not actually seen this in all our streams. We've never in the English streaming so far, because we haven't actually got through to a third round of most of the streams. So seems we've seen relatively little play by any of the teams on this map. It should be interesting to just at least have refreshment of pace and see Collided entering into the pool of maps.
So I'm going to be pretty interested in what positions these guys take. It looks like well, Avant are actually going to do the first pre-fire, and they're going to move back into their back positions. Usually one's in spawn, one is behind the pillar near the pole, and one's actually behind the archway, which is actually between both defenders. And they are actually taking those positions right now. We got Unko now in a high position, takes a lovely shot on Snips. And he's now still got 3 armor, and he's going to try and attempt to take out one of the defenders. He does take out Shrandi while he's kind of vulnerable there, and now Injet tries to push to the pole. It wasn't moving too fast, but unfortunately does get caught out by Unko as well. Very, very strong play by Unko.
So especially after Unko not doing so well the last map, got shut down doing all his attacking rounds on Spitfire, even though he did really well in the attacking rounds on Rust. So will we see a repeat of Rust where Unko gets attacking rounds and then Avant wins the map, or are we looking at a repeat of Spitfire where Pyrogen take the map onto the victory? What do you think about it?
I have no idea. Honestly, I wish I could predict the future. Unfortunately, I can't. It'd be an awesome skill to have, but unfortunately,
a lot of pressure coming in on Inject there.
Is.
Ryduk really putting in a lot of those shots as well. So it was extremely good, extremely formidable defense there by Pyrogen. So going 0-2. One attacking round. Being up the attacking round is the important factor to note. That's where a lot of the strength you get comes from. That's where the points really differ.
That's right, and here we go now. Ludo from his attacking round. He's already received 1, 2, and 3 hits from 2 from Shrandi and 1 from Slimps. Oh, I got a little bit caught out there with all that pre-fire.
Yeah,
actually, I was pretty surprised Avant actually popped out to deal that much pre-fire as well, because you know, if you do provide that a lot of pre-fire, and it's good that they kind of like did that together in a way, because usually if you have one defender that pops out to deal a lot of pre-fire, you know, he would usually get caught out with the attacker. But yeah, Ludo
actually died rather quick there. He took 3 rockets consecutively very quickly in a very short space of time. So I don't think he actually had enough time to even react to everything that happened. I think he took one and went, oh, that hurt, and then just instantly died after that. So he really just suffered from a tiny bit of shock into actually getting taken out. So you can see Slimps has gone around this back area trying to push these people out, and he's just got, he's chucked down. He's chucked down into the little mini donut, and they're only just going to fire at the top, pushing him further into that donut, or just shooting him if they can. So he did jump onto the pole and kill Ryduk, but ultimately he left the timer a little bit too late, got knocked down that little half donut shape. So he wasn't quite able to take an attack round from Pyrogen.
Luckily for him, in the old version of Collider, that used to be off zone in there, but now it has been removed. Just for the hell of it, so they can actually just get back out, which, you know, he could have had a chance to actually go out and capture, but it was quite tricky for him because, well,
running out of time. Time was definitely not on his side.
Yeah.
But Ryduk doing the same thing we just saw. Avant do. Just come around this back area to hopefully, you know, split up the enemies. Hopefully he won't fall into the donuts, so he'll have that to his advantage. So we just trying to look for an open person. He just about manages to make that shot without getting rocket fire from Avant. So he's just trying to take pot shots at the pole because he doesn't really want to dive off. As you see there, taking loads of shots simply because he was in the air. So he didn't want to dive off, and pretty much after getting shot back by Slimps and Slimps, he only really had the opportunity to double kill them or lose because he'd been pushed off that pole and simply wasn't going to get back to that pole in time.
Aye, that's right, and very fortunate for Radic there actually. Very good defense by Avant, and they managed to do a really good job at that. So now Shrandy now pushing forward in the middle. See if he can get a shot. Maybe he's trying to get an angle on the guy in spawn. Nope, did not pop out, but he did actually just go for the pre-fire anyway, because you never know, you might land a shot. He's now looking for an angle on the defender on the right side of that pillar. He knows he's behind it, and oh, there we go, a little bit of lag on my end, but I'm guessing it's alright.
He
goes for a
jumped
leap.
off.
One huge leap, and Unko's like, meh, I've hit you twice already, let me hit you a third time, and he does that.
So Unko back on the attack round, back on the offensive now. He's already taken the attack round off these guys, so can he do another attack round and really secure this lead for Pyrogen and keep these maps not going into the higher figures of rounds played, but keep the round count down and secure a nice firm victory for Pyrogen. You see him taking the shots at the spawn defender there. Everybody's on Avant. They're doing really well, just keeping up fire, keeping constant streams of fire, so that Unko really needs to keep moving. He can't stand still and get his aim, get composed and get his aim working. He really has to move around to get those shots. You see Unko taking that one shot for taking out Slimps, but he's in a favourable position. Lovely shot there. He just turned on to inject, took out inject. He's only on 1 health now though, so Shrandy has got the opportunity to potentially stop him taking this if he gets the kill on Shrandy. No, Shrandy, he's missed the shot on Shrandy. Shrandy does actually get the kill on him, so defends against Unko. Unko's savage attack rounds have been denied by Avant.
That's right, and very, very good job, Shrandy. I wasn't actually expecting him to hold that off, and he managed to, which is brilliant. He actually seemed to have plenty of rockets left, and giving Unko lots and lots of pressure. A dish, beautiful dish of pressure. Tasty dish of pressure, but here we go.
Shrandy pulling out quite a lot of really nice moves. And then occasionally maybe having a little bit of a delay in kicking back in after each match. So I wasn't surprised that Shrandy managed to make that defensive round back there. See Inject taking 2 rocket hits, but he did get that 1 kill, so he's now on 1 health, and Unko just stopping him in his tracks as he tried to get him from that defensive position behind that wall. It just wasn't enough. Wasn't able to dodge those rockets from Unko. Just needed to focus a bit more on dodging those rockets than getting the shot off. It's more important when you're on 1 health to stay alive than it is to get those shots off. Ludo almost went
I actually
for a
thought
swim.
Ludo was going to get bounced into the off zone there. He was by that free fire. That looked really close after he got hit in the face by a rocket. By Inject's rocket. But, oh, Ludo almost getting a shot. I think it's Slimps that's in that little position.
Inject is doing crazy jumps.
He does do some crazy jumps, unexpected jumps, and now Ludo's jumped down, he gets the jump pad taken back up, takes a lovely shot, and Shrandy reuses that jump pad. Defender on the pole. He has got 1 armor as well, so Inject, he might be able to hold him off. He's got plenty of rockets right now. And Ludo is just trying to get a shot, and he's taking the high ground again, and he does deliver a nice headshot on Inject, finishing all the defenders off. Now Pyrogen have now got up by 2 attacking rounds, which is not looking good for Avant. They've got to get, like I said, 3 attacking rounds again to try and get a chance of winning against Pyrogen. Pyrogen are a really strong team, guys, so I'm not really expecting too much from Avant, but probably do expect quite a lot from Pyrogen, as they do have quite a high reputation to hold as well. Slimps now attempting to, it looked like he was trying to do little wall jumps to try and get on top of the wall, but that's not going to happen, so he's going to try and get an angle on, I think that is, I'm not sure, I can't remember which player that is now, it's probably Ludo or Raduk in the spawn.
Raduk.
It is Raduk, yeah, there we go. We can find out by actually seeing the hit. But here we go now. Slim's now pushing to the pole. 1 second on the clock. Pole is now activated. He's now attempting to push on. He's only got 1 armor left. 3 defenders left. Can he manage to push on and make a capture? That's all he can do right now. He can't kill the defenders. He needs to make a capture. Unfortunately, he can't push on because Ludo's got that pole defended, and the 2 defenders flanking it from each side. So very, very good defense by Pyrogen. Not much he could do, but still very, very good effort.
I think Ryduk really wants to secure this attacking round now because they don't have a map buffer where they can just go, right, we'll try really hard this map. So if Ryduk doesn't secure this attack round, then there's going to be more opportunities for Avant to potentially bring this game back. And we have seen in the first map, Avant are definitely capable of bringing these games back. So a lovely shot on both those players there. Ryduk picked up that kill after taking that shot initially. So we lose Shrandy, and we've just got one person versus a 2 health Ryduk, who's just trying to get that shot and inject. He just really wants to hopefully not have to fight inject taking those shots. So he's taken one more rocket. This is going to be very close. Inject, lovely defense there. Managed to just avoid all those lasers and get those rockets out, causing enough problems for Ryduk that Ryduk ultimately did take the rockets and lost the attacking round. So that's what they need now. They need to constantly defend and keep those attacking rounds out to the hand of Pyrogen. And hopefully Shrandy, we've seen him before, we've seen him take the attacking rounds against all odds. Can he do it again? What do you think, Wabbit? Do you think he's going to do it right now? Or do you think he's going to have to... Oh, there we see a lovely shot, so it's looking good for these impossible attack rounds already.
Now taking the higher ground here, Shrandy. Oh, he might have got a shot on Unko, who's actually on the pole, which is actually kind of a vulnerable position. But here we go, he's getting rushed now, and there we go. Unko on the right side also helping his teammate out, and with the teamwork that Pyrogen have, managed to finish him off, bringing the score to 4-8. Very unfortunate for him, but here we go. We got Unko now for his attacking round. Now he could just win this straight away and beat this team and, well, beat Avant, and I believe Avant won't be able to go through the qualifiers after this.
Yeah,
so.
If they lose this match, Avant definitely and unfortunately through to the qualifiers. So this is everything for Avant at the World Cup.
That's right, and here we go. Unko now rushing in, rushing forward, keeping the high ground now, dropping down right now. Oh, he attempted to try and get shot.
Took too long to take that shot,
and he's getting more hits from Inject from the spawn. He needs to watch his flank and make sure the defenders are not hitting him from different angles. He takes a lovely shot on Slims, and a lovely shot, even a better shot on Inject. Now he's only got one defender left, so a 1v1 situation right now. Unko is down to 1 armor. Will this be it for Avant? Can Pyrogen make it through? No, they can't. Not yet. Not just yet. Shrandy is like, you know what? You're not having this win just yet. We still have a chance. Now, very, very small chance, but Inject has to make this attacking round, then followed by winning a defending round against Ludo. Then Slims also needs to get an attacking round as well. Actually, each and every defender, or each and every player from Avant need to get an attacking round in order to have a chance against Pyrogen.
So up until this point, Inject's attacking rounds have not been great this tournament. Overall, he's not won as many attacking rounds, I believe, as his allies. So maybe this is his opportunity to potentially bring it back. He's won a few, but this is probably the most important attacking round he's ever going to play. So, and we see him just crushed during mid-air by Unko. Lovely air hits, three shots. So that's the Pyrogen to win that round in the group stage now.
That's right, and they're through to the qualifier, I believe. I think that is right.
If you check on the ESWC website, you should be able to find out all the information between all the matches that played on today. So not just the ones we covered on the stream, but also all the other matches that were played, and find out the total standing for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have the stream up for the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the finals for the Shootmania ESC World Cup. But that's the end of the streaming agenda for today.
Thank you very
you'll all
much.
join us back tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining us in this. Thank you very much for joining us in the stream.